So what would be some advice you would give to a young kid think of going down that path that
Um,
that you lived at one time?
so for me, I wouldn't really want to give advice because the one thing that happens is when somebody gives advice, in my opinion, when somebody gives advice,
Hmm.
I got to know what that child is going through. So I can give advice from where I was at the times I was at. Father wasn't there, mama working two jobs. We had Wrangler jeans, and my classmates had 501s. We had Pro Kid shoes when everybody else had Chuck Taylors. You know what I mean? There were things I wanted. So what I could say is, if there's something that I want, eventually I got a job. I worked at I won't say a fish market, but Long John Silver's. I worked at that's I don't know how many they got now, but it's like working at Jack in the Box or McDonald's or something. I could easily get a job, so I just wouldn't go down the route of breaking in cars, stealing, selling drugs, because all that's like minimum wage anyway. So I would do things the legal way. I would probably, if I had the opportunity to do it all over again, I would get a better education.
Yep.
I believe I have one. I dropped out in 11th grade, but at this moment, I still have three MSWs that work for me, a PhD that works for me.
Hmm.
So I could see that the education isn't based on how long I'm going to stay in college and have all these student loans to pay off, but at least stay enough to get some of the basic business education, get some of the algebra education. I would tell the young people to get in a trade, because the iron workers, the sheet metal, the carpenters, the electricians, you don't need a bachelor's degree for that. You don't need that. They'll teach you, especially if you're in the union. They want you to learn the union way anyway. So I would tell people to use your hands. Back in the days, everybody was a carpenter. Build your own house and build things, or mechanics. That was sexy. A person who could work on a car, and the girls love that. So even whatever it is, just learn how to be the best at whatever it is, but
Hmm.
not anything illegal where you can get picked up in jail and trying to get home and trying to get bail and putting the pressure and the burden on the family to send you money to get something better to eat, that type of thing. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't say advice. I would say if I had the chance to do it again, that's the different stuff that I would do.
Hmm. So I 100% agree with you. Knowing more about the person before you try to tell them like some of the different things in life. That's been some of the things that I do. Like when people, oh, talk to my son, this and that. I tell them the military is not for everyone. Everyone's not for the military. Let me talk. Let me talk to the person because it's pointless for you to waste your time. To go and end up back home. Like you said, there's other things you can do in life, but not to say the military is not a resource you can't use. You can use it for your own good. You can get in and get out. Do
Mm-hmm.
your 4 years, learn a trade. Get money for school, get a security clearance. It's just a resource.